Привет and welcome to Speaking Russian. In this video, we will be completing the Russian alphabet. We're going to learn the last letters of the Russian alphabet, and this is part 4 of a 4-video series. So if you haven't seen the other videos, please be sure to check them out. The links for them are down below. In this video, we will be learning strangers. These are letters that don't look or sound like any letters that we have in English. We'll be learning the letters and then forming them into new words. Let's begin. So the first stranger we're going to be learning is the letter yo. Like yo, homeboy, yo. So it looks like the letter ye, but it's a little different. So typed and printed, it's like this, but there are 2 dots on top, just like that. And when you see those 2 dots, you know that it makes the yo sound, not ye. And the lowercase is just the same as the ye, except it also includes the 2 dots. And now written in cursive, it's the same as ye. The capital is like this, lowercase is like this, and they also include the 2 dots, just like that. Sometimes when writing, Russians will exclude the dots, and you just have to guess, infer that the dots would be there and it would make the yo sound, so don't let that trick you. The next stranger we're going to be learning is the letter zh. Now zh makes the zh sound. In English, sort of like session, vision, and it looks like this. Sort of like a spider, sort of. And the lowercase is the same, just a different size. Okay, now the cursive versions are fun. It's just one swoop, and it looks like this. Go, make sort of a C, backwards C, go up, down, up again, and finish it off with a C like that. So once again, like a backwards C, line, and a forward C. And it's the same with the lowercase, but just smaller. Like that. And the next stranger we're learning is called ikratkaya. Now ikratkaya, it's pronounced like this, kratkaya, and it's like an E, but as the name mentions, it's short. Kratkaya means short in English. So this is a letter that you won't see by itself. It will always be with other vowels to form a diphthong. Now, we have diphthongs in English. An example is the word day. See how the A and the Y are together. It's 2 vowels, but it just forms 1 syllable and 1 sound. And it's the same thing with this ikratkaya. And the cursive versions are written very similar to the E. It's just like that with the top, and same like here with the top. The next stranger is the letter tse. Now tse, it's typed and printed like this, and it makes the ts sound, sort of like in the English word pizza. And written in cursive, it looks like this. So you start off with drawing something like a capital U, and then a little tail down and loop like that. That's how you form the tail. And it's the same with the lowercase. So a U, tail, and loop like that. The next stranger we're going to learn is the letter ch. Now ch makes the ch sound, sort of like chase, church, Charlie, and it looks like this when typed and printed. And written in cursive, it looks like this. You start off with a little tail, draw like that, and then a larger loop down and around. That's the capital ch. Then the lowercase is similar, just smaller. Lowercase ch. Now the next letter is sh. And sh makes the sh sound, like in the words seashore, shoe. And typed and printed, it looks like this. And in cursive, it looks like this. It's just a loop up, loop up, and finish it off with a little tail at the end like that. And the lowercase is very similar. Just loop up, up, and finish it off with a tail. The next stranger we're learning is the letter she. Now, she is different from sh because it just sounds a slight bit different. In the technical terms, sh makes the harder sound, she makes the softer sound. To differentiate the two, you sort of smile a little bit when you say she, like its equivalent in English would be sheets compared to shoes. So they're very similar, but they are different, and when speaking, Russians can actually tell the difference if you pronounce them wrong. It happened to me several times when I was, beginning, and it still does. But the difference in writing them is with these tails at the end. So written in cursive, it's like this. You draw a loop up, then another loop up, go down, form a little tail like that, and then go down under the line and make a loop. That is how you make the tail for the sh, and it's the same for the lowercase, just smaller. So, just like that. The next letter is a letter that actually doesn't make a sound by itself. It's called tвердый знак, and that translates as hard sign. And now tвердый знак, what it does is it makes the consonant before it hard instead of making it a soft sound. And we'll get into that in later videos. But it looks like this, and in cursive, it's just written like this. Simply make a little more loopy, like that. And the next letter is the letter U. And U, it's like the letter E, but your tongue is lower, and this makes more of the harder sound, whereas E makes the soft, cute little sound. So U is written like this. It's sort of like a B and an L and a B and an L. And written in cursive, it's like this. Simply draw the B and then go straight into the L like that. Same with the lowercase, just like that. The next of our strangers is called мягкий знак, and that translates as soft sign. So, unlike the твердый знак, or the hard sign, this makes the consonant before it soft. So, it's written just sort of like a lowercase b, and in cursive, it's pretty much the same, just written like that. The next stranger is a vowel, and it's the letter U. And it makes the U sound, and it looks just like this. And in cursive, it's written like this. Start off with a tail, down, loop, around, and then draw a circle to finish it off. And very similar with the lowercase. And the last letter of the Russian alphabet is the letter Ya. And Ya, it just looks like a backwards R, but it's a vowel that makes the sound Ya. And written in cursive, it's written like this. So you start down, and then you drop up, curve up like that, and then finish it off. That's the uppercase. And the lowercase, very similar, written like that. And that is it. That is all the letters of the Russian alphabet. So let's make some words because we can read and write any letter now. So let's begin. Now that we know the entire Russian alphabet, we can learn my favorite word, and it is the word хорошо. Now, хорошо, it means things like good, great, well. It's just a very useful word to say. And written in cursive, it's written like this. Start off with a ha, connected with a O, like that. Хорошо. So, a few more words that we can learn that involve the strangers. One of them is the last name Nijinsky, and the other one is Shelkunchik. Nijinsky, he was a famous Russian ballet dancer in the 20th century, and Shelkunchik is the name of the ballet called The Nutcracker. So they both involve the strangers that we learned today, and we're going to practice writing them in cursive, so get out a pen and follow along. To start off, you start off with a capital N, like this, E, and the sh that we just learned, and finish it off with an I kratka at the end. So there's Nijinsky, and Shelkunchik, I'm going to get down to this one. Start off with the sh, and draw the tail, yet. Just like that. Shelkunchik. Now the final word we will be learning today is the word цыпленок. And цыпленок means chick, like a baby hen. And as you can see, it involves three of the strangers that we learned today, and we're going to practice writing it in cursive. So you start off with the se, like that, and draw the tail, then the u, he, yo. There we go. Cyrillic means baby chick. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any ideas of what you would want me to teach in future videos, please comment and let me know down below. If you have any questions about these letters, let me know. And be sure to subscribe for more videos on the Russian language. If you like this video, share it with your friends. And счастливого изучения!